Hey, my little rhinos, welcome to Rhinebeck in the Wild. This is an intermittent series that I will be trying out once in a while just to highlight some different people in Rhinebeck and to bring more meaning to the Rhinebeck Scoop. Don't worry, I will be back in studio with Matty and Jen in September. I am taking a break in August. Remember that this video is on YouTube. Go to Radio Free Rhinecliff and the playlist, The Rhinebeck Scoop. And also, I just want to say that Sharon's information is going to be in the show notes, so take a look there. Everyone have a wonderful rest of the summer, and I will see you in fall. Love you, my little rhinos. Sharon, hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Rhinebeck in the Wild. This is the first time we're doing it. You are the first guest. This is an offshoot of the Rhinebeck Scoop. And I just wanted to add something to the Rhinebeck Scoop to make it more meaningful. And you're an amazing resource for healing in Rhinebeck. And I just want everyone to know about you.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Oh.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you. And it's very different because, you know, the Rhinebeck Scoop is like very silly and very adult content, but this is a whole new chapter we're taking on.
So I'm the first. I'm excited.
Sharon, tell us about, you have been here in Rhinebeck for quite some time. So tell us about, you know, how you came here because you're British and how that all happened and why you love it here and why you think you're doing this here, doing all the energy healing.
So I came here late 90s, early millennium, and I came here. I'd visited here before, and I sort of fell in love with it. Prior to this, of course, England's my home, but before that, I was, after that, I went to Houston, Texas, and I stayed there for quite some time. I had a business there. I was thriving. I wasn't too happy. It wasn't, you know, I just had problems with the weather and so on. So I visited Rhinebeck and fell in love with it. So an opportunity came up, and I moved here. But of course, when I moved here, there was a lot of upheaval in life, and things changed. And so I went back to England for a year, and I thought, I just need to have some peace. I went to England, and I started to miss it, so I decided to come back.
And what year was that?
I came here in 1999.
Wow.
And I went to England sort of like for almost 6 months after that for a year, and then I came back, and I've been here ever since.
What was Rhinebeck like in 1999?
It was wonderful. The first thing, what made you fall in love with it, it was an absolute real community, which I hadn't had anyplace else.
Yeah.
Actually, ever.
Yeah.
It was a real community, and I loved that. The people cared about each other. It was slower-paced, beautiful. And I think there were the one thing I loved about it is the nature aspect of it, and people were forward-thinking in the sense of health, wellness, that kind of thing. I've always sort of been in the holistic field, but some places I've lived in and been, it was a bit of a struggle. It's like you're swinging upstream. Here it felt more, people were open to finding, you know, exploring. You
still feel the same today about Rhinebeck?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
So now I wanted everyone to know about you because you're an incredible energy healer and you're my energy healer. So can you explain to people what energy healing is and what you do?
Yes. So energy healing, first of all, is complementary to conventional medicine and holistic therapies. And basically, an energy healer will work with a person's energy field. You know, we're born, we go through life, we have different experiences, and some of those experiences get caught in our energy field, those traumas. And those traumas can sometimes cause illness, depression, anxiety, and so on. What an energy healer will do, they'll work with that energy, with your energy field, tune into what's blocked, what's stressed, what's holding you back, start to remove it, and start to clear your system, and bring you back into balance.
Yeah, and that's what I feel.
Yeah.
We just had an energy healing right now, and I went into this, and I'm like, wait a minute, should I have done that? Because I'm so calm and so relaxed right now. And I come to you, twice a month?
Yes,
and
twice a month.
It's been absolutely life-changing and incredible, and you are so gifted and so talented. And that's why I wanted people to know about you, because you guys, I've been dealing with a lot of trauma. I've been dealing with a lot of childhood trauma. I work with a trauma therapist as well, and that's been great, but I wanted something other than talk therapy. You know, I wanted something more somatic. And I can literally feel in certain sessions the trauma moving out of the body and also the healing coming in. And in fact, we did a session. I mean, I always refer to it with you. It was a couple months ago, where it was such a life-changing one for me. And then I ended up doing dancing. Remember, I did the dance workshop at Omega. And then between the two of them, I felt like so much trauma had moved out of my system. And so it's to me, it's such an amazing resource for Rhinebeck to have you here. Because yes, if you're into modern Western medicine, that's great too. I agree with you. But this is a really good supplement. And I've referred people to come to you, and they also agree.
Thank you. I always appreciate that. And that's exactly why I got into it. Same thing. I was having experiencing depression, which wasn't something that I don't normally suffer from depression, but I was, because of upheavals in my life. And I did see a therapist. And while it was wonderful, because I was getting things out.
Yeah.
But what was happening was I was now getting triggered, because now I'm thinking about it, and I'd go home with that. And I was really having problems with that, just feeling that triggered feeling. And somebody had recommended that I go see an energy healer, and I did. In that session, we discussed different things, but the one thing that I noticed is at the end of the session, I felt different. And so I went back again. And again, I left, I felt different. And what I was finding was that I wasn't quite so triggered.
Yeah.
And when I thought about the things that would normally trigger me, I wasn't getting triggered.
Mm-hmm.
And so the woman, a friend of mine, Annie, was the one that gave me the session. I asked her, I want to know about this. And she was telling me she was taking the one like Healing Touch School with Ron Lavin. And I sort of thought, I started to look into it. And then I said, I don't know if it's for me, going back and forth. And then my mother around that time had a massive heart attack. He'd already suffered from depression, and my father was also starting to suffer from emphysema. I just felt like, I'm going to do this to help them. And that's as far as I thought it would go. I just wanted to learn the techniques because it helped me, and I thought maybe I can help them. But then just one thing led to another, and people started to call me, and now here I am.
Here
but I
you
love
are.
it. I love doing this. I love helping people. I love seeing a change in people. I just love when I see somebody and I know, I have a sense of what's happening with them, I just feel, come in, let me help you.
And I think I would love for you to discuss the fact that sometimes in a healing session, you feel it automatically. Many times you don't.
Yes.
So many times it'll take a day.
Yes.
Like let's say you get the healing, a good example today, 8:30 in the morning. I may not feel it till 8:30 tonight.
Yes.
I may not feel it till the next day or the next day. So could you speak on that a little bit?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when somebody gets an energy healing, when you get off the table, if you had a good energy session, you will have had a shift. And you may feel that buzzy feeling when you get off. You may feel relaxed. And sometimes you may just feel, okay, I feel normal. But what happens between 24 to 48 hours after an energy session, you will start to feel things. And it can be anything from weepy, your emotions, anger, things start to come up. You could feel relaxed. You could feel inspired. You might suddenly get your, that writer's block you had shifted, and now you want to start to write again. It's different for different people. The one thing I always tell people is when you get an energy session, depending on what you come in for, look back at how you were feeling, and especially the things that would trigger you, things that you came in to see me about. Chances are you will find that you are less triggered by those things. And so you're moving along your path. You're letting it go. And when you let those things go, you're opening yourself to new opportunities, new,
Whole new world.
A whole new world.
And I had talked about in the last episode how, I've been, well, I didn't talk about it in the last episode. I'm talking about it now, but how I've been letting go of a lot of trauma with you and trauma therapists and somatic healing and all of that. Somatic, guys, I mean by more physical healing, dancing, touching, things like that. And I got that book contract, as I told you about. And I really think it couldn't have happened that quickly and that well and for the good of everyone involved unless I had let a lot of things go. Yeah. And move through that. So that's really important, I think, not only for, as you're saying, like being less triggered, but also getting those results you want.
Yes.
Right? Like people are so into manifesting today. I think the best way to manifest is to let go of a lot of your trauma.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Because we get stuck. And one thing I love about this work is that's what it does. It helps you to get unstuck. It helps you to remove the blocks that are holding you back, the blocks that are keeping you stuck, the fears that we have around doing something. This might be something we want to do, but we have a fear around it. I feel energy work can take you back to that place where you are sort of operating at your optimum level.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. It's kind of like, you think of athletic performance, right? You think of someone like, I'm going to use an old reference, Tiger Woods, who always did the visualization and things like that, and was, probably the best golfer ever known to man, right?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
so it's the same thing. You want to have that optimal result. So that's amazing. Now, this 2025 has been a stressful year for many in Rhinebeck because of the political situation. We do not talk about politics here on the Rhinebeck Scoop, but have you been feeling that stress with your clients? Have you been feeling that energy in Rhinebeck? How do you feel about that?
Oh, absolutely. I have been feeling it with, first of all, I'm getting people coming in to see me that, a lot of new people are coming to see me because they are suffering from stress.
Yeah.
And they don't know where it is. Like your life may be normal, but you're feeling it because there's an energy that's around right now.
Yeah.
And I think people are feeling it. Definitely energy healing can work with that, and different practices that we can do for ourselves. Some people might not be able to get to an energy healer. I feel there's many different things that you can do to help yourself through this, get through this. So many people are feeling stuck, feeling depressed, a lot of anxiety, a lot of things getting triggered in people.
If you could recommend one crystal for that, because she is the crystal queen, you guys. She is the crystal, the tuning fork and crystal queen. What crystal would you recommend?
For stress and anxiety?
Yeah.
Well, I love lepidolite. So lepidolite it's a stone that has a high lithium content. And so there's something about the lithium that when you hold it, the lepidolite, when you hold it, it starts to interact with your own energy field and you start to relax. The other one, if somebody wants to start with basic, and most people have this in their homes, is amethyst, because it's a clear quartz. And all crystals have a base resonant frequency where you start to entrain to that frequency of that stone, and then you will start to relax. Your energy will start to open up, and sort of anything that you're holding starts to move out a little bit.
How do we spell? Okay, let's try to spell lepidolite. It's Lepidolite. Okay, so just so you guys know, lepidolite. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one too. So if you had any piece of advice for Rhinebeck about healing, what would it be?
Well, with everything that's going on now, what I would say is give yourself time. Everyone's rushing around, rushing. Give yourself time. Give yourself, if you can, an hour or half an hour every day, and do something, whether it's going out in nature and just sitting in nature, closing your eyes, breathing, taking deep breaths. I love holding stones because they do shift my energy. Meditation is wonderful, breath work. Anything that can give you some space so you can clear ground and start to think. Going out and being in nature, whether it's a walk, whether it's just sitting in nature, is wonderful because it does help you to clear. And having your feet on the ground helps you to ground, helps you to feel. And you start to feel your stuff start to just shift a little bit. And it allows you perspective. Because a lot of times we're racing around.
Sharon, I'm so glad you brought that up, because that's the one thing. Like, if you're listening to this and you're saying, you know what, I'd love to go see Sharon, but maybe I'm a viewer in, wherever. Sometimes I have viewers, and I found out I have viewers in, I can't remember. Someone just contacted me in California or something. So maybe they're not taking a trip out here right now. We may have a couple of listeners or viewers that can't afford it, which, maybe they're outside the Rhinebeck area, or maybe they're even inside the Rhinebeck area. I love that you said grounding, which is taking off your shoes and putting your feet on the earth, the grass, the dirt. And that for me is been probably the most relaxing, because Mother Earth takes all the stress and anxiety, takes everything away. And even, you guys, I do it for sometimes 10 minutes a day, 5 to 10 minutes a day, and that makes a huge shift in my mood. So I really encourage that. I mean, we live in such a beautiful natural area that, as you were saying in the beginning, that absolutely.
We're so lucky.
We're so lucky. Yeah. So Sharon, you are such an untapped resource, but now you're tapped. And so I want people to know how to contact you, how to get a healing session with you, and I know you also teach.
I do. So my phone number
Ooh, you're going to get the digits, guys.
Yeah, the digits. And best to text me, because if I'm in a session, and I can always text you back. But if you can't text, and some people don't, because I know a lot of people that flip phones and don't text.
Oh, wow.
I do, actually.
That's interesting.
People close to me.
Okay.
845-309-6413 is my phone number. My email is sharonfj21@frontiernet.net, all lowercase. I'm here for sessions anytime, and I take different times. I'm open to early to late. It sort of depends, because I sort of work, I've made my schedules now so I can work with different people's schedules. In September, I will be beginning the Elements Crystal School, which is it's a 7-month program, 1 weekend a month for 7 months. And then in October, One Light Healing Touch was the school where I trained to do energy healing. That is 1 weekend a month for 7 months, and that will be held in Rhinebeck. And both of those schools can be attended in person or via Zoom.
Excellent. And you guys, if you're listening or watching and you're like, oh man, I didn't write it all down, you can DM me at Free Spirit Jennifer C on Instagram. I will give you all the information. You can also email us at comments@radiofreerhinecliff.org. I will give you all of Sharon's information. And you're located right in Rhinebeck. Can I say where?
Absolutely.
Okay. Where Dr. Tom's Tonics is, right by the old Amsterdam. You're right here, right across from the post office, guys. So very convenient location. Sharon, thank you so much. Are there any last words you'd like to say to Rhinebeck?
I would just say, be kind to yourself while we go through this process that we're going through. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And the thing I want to say about going out is I went through a spell many years ago, and I was reading a Deepak Chopra book, and he said, go into nature. And I can't remember if he said half an hour or an hour. I did it every day for 1 month. My whole life changed.
Wow.
And I wasn't seeking anything else, but I was going through something very deep in my life. It shifted my life. Sort of gave me purpose. And the things with this kind of work, and just as beings, our life unfolds, and we always want it to unfold in the best way. And we don't want to go through life with all these blocks that we have. We want to be, we want our path open.
We want to be free.
We want to be free.
We want to be free. Thank you so much,
You're
Sharon.
welcome. Such a pleasure.
All right. So I always have my guests say, love you, RBK.
Love you, RBK.
Say it to the camera.
Love you, RBK.